www.oghuskyradio.com. East side of Los Angeles, hip hop worldwide, all the way to www.santaanaunidos.org. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Who we got in the spot?
Go ahead first.
Yeah, my name is Mario. I'm one of the students and the organizers for this big event we're throwing on next Saturday.
My name is John Hernandez. I'm from Santana, California, Orange County, and I'm the founder of Roses in the Concrete. And I put this event together that we got next Saturday with a group of students in my city and a group of hip hop artists and educators. And the goal of this concert was to have hip hop education, to have community resources all in one place, to actively combat incarceration.
We're going to get into all that, but definitely let them know this next Saturday, date of the event, where it's going to be, and the artists that will be performing.
Absolutely, yeah. So next Saturday, August 25th, we are having a social change festival. That's what we're calling it. But most importantly, what you're going to be able to see at this event is you got a concert, you got community lectures. Lectures are going to be led by KRS-One. We got different panels, so you can learn about how hip-hop and graffiti and all these different forms of art are helping kids express themselves in our community. And then the concert portion from top to bottom is stacked. Headlining, we got KRS-One, we got Common, we got ALOE BLACC, we got Reverie, we got BLIMES, BRIXTON, Gifted Gab, Ruby Ibarra, Soul Development, Maya Jupiter, Salvajes, and the list goes on. The concert's only $30. It's a non-profit concert, so all the money goes to charity, and the money where it's going to different programs and schools that are actively helping kids stay away from jail and juvenile hall and prison.
Definitely something you gotta support. Anyone out in Southern California or fly in for this shit, you gotta definitely support what you guys are doing. But I'm giving my $30, dog. And what exactly is SantaAnaUnidos.org gonna do with that, or what do you guys do right now? Cause like, you know what I mean? Shoot, $30, OG Husky Radio. We're gonna go buy a fucking case of Modelos across the street and not do too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let them know what you've been doing out of Santa Ana.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and go first and then tell them a little bit about what we do. But just to tell you the story about how important this concert was to the community and why it needed to happen. I'm 25 years old. He just turned 18. He just graduated high school. But, pretty much my story is just like a lot of kids' stories in my community. I grew up in the barrio. I grew up on, in one of the oldest neighborhoods in my city. My dad was the president of the barrio I grew up in. And so, my mom, my uncles, my dad, my grandfather, they were all gangbangers. So that's what we seen. That's how we were brought up. That was, kids played sport. We did gangbanging, right? And so as we got older, we started to see how little opportunities we had to go to college. We had more opportunities to go to prison than we did to get a scholarship to go to college. And that's backwards. But guess what? Kids in communities like mine, from Santana to Oakland, this is what they get. And we don't get no news coverage. So one of the things that we needed to do as I got older was I understood that everything that helped me, hip hop, graffiti, education, I needed to find a way to bring it all together. So when I was 22 years old, I opened a boxing club. And that's kind of how I started. I started teaching boxing to kids. And I started off with like 40 kids. Later that year, we had like 200. The first year that I ran the boxing club, we donated like $345,000 in services to the community. The second year, we were up at like 1.1 million in services that we donate to the community. And that same year, we introduced a movement called Roses in the Concrete. And in Oakland, I had found inspiration from a professor. His name was Dr. Jeff Duncan Andrade. He's from East LA. And he's Raza too. And he did a lecture. He did a talk. Yeah. It was called How to Grow Roses in Concrete. And it was talking about how do you get kids like myself to give a fuck about school? How do I get kids to go to college? And it was all real shit. He was talking about like, we got kids dying next to boarded up schools. We got libraries that are closing down. What do you expect for a kid that's growing up in these conditions to do?
Yeah, a big thing, especially in all inner cities, is like the arts program. Arts programs are done. Like when you're saying even just to bring art, even just that little bit, that's everywhere. You could LA, Santa Ana, anywhere it's not even like that's that far, but I'm just saying inner cities everywhere. That's one of the first things that you take off because that's a different way of thinking. That's not able to conform.
Check this out. The state of California's Board of Education has multi-billions of dollars that fund our public schools, right? 1% of that budget goes to the arts. So guess what? We pick up black books. We hit up your walls. We'll scribe your windows. That's how we express ourselves because you're not investing in young people to be able to do that on paper. So guess what? We find it when we get into a jail cell. That's when you find out like there's amazing artists out there, but we don't give them the opportunities to express themselves. So what we did in 2015, Dr. Jeff Duncan Andrade opened up a school. There's an actual school in Oakland called Roses in Concrete. And it's kindergarten through 8th grade. It's a public charter school, so kids can go there for free, kindergarten through 8th grade. And the most important part is that every single day kids are able to do art. And so what we figured was, how do we get kids in our community to get to college? And so I started working with him, and he really sparked my brain. And he was a student that was tremendously special, and he wanted to go all the way with transforming our community. So I'm like, you give me permission to hold you accountable, let's do some dope shit. And we put this concert together. And yeah,
at 18 years old, what makes you decide to get involved in something like this?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me that, especially people my age. It's like, what are you doing at 18 years old doing all this dope shit? Well, one of the things was like growing up in the city of Santa Ana, just understanding the budget, showing up to the city council meetings was, I didn't understand how much the city disinvested in our youth. And so I started going around Santa Ana Unidos. I started realizing that the city of Santa Ana invests $12,722 in incarcerating youth, while they only invest $143 in their positive youth development. So that's really the facts I started realizing. Is like, if no one else is gonna change this budget, no one else is gonna do this, so we all gotta step up to the table and take the role and responsibilities that we wait for someone else to come into our city and change these things while we could just change them ourselves.
Straight up.
We got a quote I want to share with you. You guys ever heard the quote, opportunity knocks, open the door?
Yeah.
So there's a quote I like to teach the kids that I work with. And I tell them from a young age, opportunity doesn't knock in our community. So we learn to build doors. That's what we do.
OGHuskyRadio.com, Santa Ana Unidos, SantanaUnidos.org. Definitely want to support you guys and give you guys every opportunity to promote this event, get people out there. Where's it going to be at?
It's going to be in downtown Santa Ana at the eSports Arena. Amazing event. Like I said, it's in the heart of our city. You know, our downtown district is experiencing a lot of things that you guys are experiencing out here, where our businesses are starting to be removed from the people, from the gente, right?
So break it down though, like for people that still don't understand it, like just a little bit. What's wrong with that change? What does that affect? Why can't we embrace it, or just in your words, not mine?
Yeah. So for us personally, that was a place where you could go, and it was affordable to our families, right? Everybody looked like us, and slowly it started to change, and we started to lose our businesses. And when that happens, you know, families are pushed out of their community, and so we were faced with the challenge of, you know, how do we combat incarceration? How do we reclaim our own community and do it in a district, in a part of the town that is harmful to some? And so, you know, it was a tough task, but we figured, you know what, the message is most important, and it's stronger than everything else. There's going to be thousands of people there that are supporting this united message, and that is how you reclaim your barrio.
OGHuskyRadio.com. Also, you're going to have colleges and universities there too at the event.
Yeah.
What will they be doing there? Just
want to talk about the school-to-school pipeline?
So, I don't know if you guys knew this, since the year 1980, the state of California has built 23 prisons compared to one university. That's a surprising fact. Like, a lot of us don't know, and it's pretty much knowing that the system doesn't want us to succeed. It wants us to fail. It's doing it intentionally. So what we decided is to create a school-to-school pipeline. I don't know if you guys heard of the school-to-prison pipeline. That's where it comes from. When you get a kid in trouble in school, where do you expect him to be? Is it going to be in a university, or is it going to be in a juvenile hall? So I started realizing all this stuff when we had a discussion. It's like, how can we make this more than just a concert? And we realized it's bringing the universities, creating scholarships for kids right there and then to get kids in college and to a higher education, to bring them back to our communities and inspire more kids to be like them.
Since you work with youth, I have a question. Is it culturally that, I guess what would be like what would hinder us? Is it culturally because we're just about working? Why isn't the emphasis on education?
Yeah.
For us as a people, if you could answer that, if you're, you know what I mean?
It's an important thing, and here's my answer. I'm not a college educated individual, but you would think I am, right? And so I work with colleges and I work with professors at a very high level, and a lot of them, you know, think, you know, like, where did you get your master's, or where did you get your doctorate, or whatever? And I'm like, you know what?
So you were in prison.
Yeah, right. So it's like I learned from the streets. Like it was survival. So my message to them is like, go to college so you don't have to work as hard as I do. Like I'm 25 years old and I'm fortunate to have the things that I have, but you don't want to have the nights that I have. Like there's sleepless nights. There's days where I'm working from sun up to sundown, and I got the will to do it. But if you got the privilege to go to college, take advantage of that, bring that back to the hood, and guess what? You'll be 10 times better than I was at 25 than I could ever imagine. And I'm pretty dope. So imagine if you're 10 times better than me. It's like, do your thing.
Yeah, there's a saying we say, you gotta be better than us. Not in a way that I'm better than you, but if our last generation is not better than the last, we're not doing no better.
Straight up.
The goal in the work we do is to have homeboy replace me, right? That is the only way we advance our communities. If I'm as good as it gets, then we're not gonna be doing too well. Damn. You know, and I do great things, but it's gotta be better.
The success of it though is seeing that you have to pass it down, and that you need the 18-year-old kid. It sounds bad, you know what I mean? But as someone that's 25, someone that's 30, most people don't realize is that all revolutions come from the youth. So that's the biggest thing, is that at 18, you know what I mean, you're involved. Now what we got to do is get them at 14, at 13, you know what I mean? That's the big thing. So as much as you got to at 18, now you got to get them younger, because the school to prison pipeline is there already. So like we worked, we did our part, but we still got to keep working. But you get what I'm saying? We still have 25, 41, 35, whatever. We still got to get the youth involved, and that's what's good about this culture. That's come on, man. When you have people like hating on certain kind of music, it's all hip hop, bro. Like how can you not? Like and they're coming from the same struggle. I think the biggest concern for us is that when we do get a little bit, we get that disconnect. And I think that's what's dope about you staying in Santa Ana and you still doing there, is that you still have the connect. You got an 18-year-old young man to stand behind you. You know what I mean? What in our culture, other than that, you guys would be a gang and shit.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Right?
So keep up the
I
good
call him
work.
trucha. I'm joking, right?
OGHuskyRadio.com. Give them the website one more time.
Yeah, it's www.santaana, a complete word, unidos.org.
Santana, that's one word, Santana.
Follow us on Instagram, Santa Ana Unidos, for more updates, new artists, new tours. We're gonna announce a 10-city tour soon, so stay tuned. We're not hip hop is not. You don't gotta go to hip hop. Hip hop is gonna come to you.
That's what we say. We bring hip hop to the people.
Keep it up, man. Keep up the good work. OG Husky Radio. Stay posted.
Much
More
love.
of
Thank
to
you.
come.